Hey, what up everybody, it's Kool-Aid, and today I have some 64-player Rush on Karg Island for you guys. I am going to be flying this Viper attack helicopter the entire round. I have actually started this video about halfway through the round. It is a very long round, and it's actually a little bit unconventional, a little bit of an unconventional gameplay that I normally would not post for you guys. I end up with 3 kills this entire round, and the reason I am posting this, however, is because, even though I only end up with 3 kills, I do believe it is some of my better piloting, and it really shows just how frustrating that SOFLAMs and other laser designation can actually make, a pilot. I mean, you're gonna see how often and how many times I have to just basically run away and reset my ECM. In this video, I don't have any idea who my gunners are. I know one guy fails to flare, which is a very common thing that I keep seeing with gunners. If you are a gunner in a helicopter, please equip flares and please flare when there's a missile chasing you. I mean, it's very, very simple, but yet 75% of the gunners that I don't know, that I'm not in voice chat with, fail at this. It's a very simple concept. I don't know if it's just, I know a lot of people actually don't realize that they have flares. They think that they're new to gunning, and that you have to work to get flares, but that's not the case anymore. You just automatically have them. So please, if you're gunning, learn how to use flares. But yes, I am showing this because it is gonna kind of really show off some of the frustrations I have with flying attack choppers. And I am getting used to all the laser painting. That doesn't bother me so much anymore. It is annoying, yes, but I am used to it. I am fine with it being in the game. I am more of an infantry player than a vehicle whore, so it doesn't bother me, really. But what does bother me, however, are a couple bugs that come along with laser painting and a few other things that are also anti-air that I'm going to talk about. And I think once you guys hear me out, you're going to kind of agree that these things need to be fixed or tweaked a little bit. And I mean, that's pretty much all. I'm not going to ask for any major nerfs in this video, and I'm not going to ask for any buffs to the attack chopper. In its current state, the attack chopper is very, very strong. I mean, if left unchecked, you know how deadly these things can be. You've probably all been, rained on from an attack chopper that nobody was, trying to take down, and they can pretty much ruin your day, pretty much kind of dominate a whole game. So I'm fine with all the laser painting and all that. Now, the first major issue I have, though, is directly related to the SOFLAM. You guys by now all probably know exactly what a SOFLAM does. A thing really takes no skill and can really mess with vehicles. Right now the chopper is the one that really, the SOFLAM really messes with me. It doesn't bother me so much in tanks for some reason. Doesn't seem to hit me as much in a tank, but one guy can set a SOFLAM out, and pretty much anywhere you come from in a chopper, it's going to hit you. It seems like, unless you're behind it. And I mean, it takes, like I said, takes no skill. You can set it there, forget it, not pay any attention to it. Well, whatever. I'm fine with that. That's what it's there to do. These choppers need to be put in check. They shouldn't be able to just fly around. So I'm fine with that. The problem I'm having, though, however, is that sometimes these SOFLAM are completely indestructible. And I'm not saying this because I can't hit them or my gunner, can't hit them, but they are literally indestructible by anything a chopper can throw at them. Once I made 4 passes over one SOFLAM sitting out in the open on a rock. I put every rocket I could into it for 4 passes. My gunner put everything he had into it for 4 passes, and we couldn't even get a hit marker on the thing. I don't think too many of you are going to disagree with me that this is a bug and should really be fixed. They should not be invincible. You can probably hop out of the chopper, go over and hit it once, and it'll explode. But it's just anything I throw at it from the chopper will not kill this. I've actually had this happen in tanks as well, where I can throw, any of my mini rounds from the main gun of a tank at it and it not hit the damn thing. So this is something that needs to be fixed sooner rather than later. And this is my main gripe that I have with SOFLAMs. They're powerful enough; they don't need to be invincible to go with it. So my second issue that I have is also a bug, and it has to do with, I'm not sure if it has to do with just SOFLAMs or all laser painters in general, but right now, basically, you cannot break locks all the time, or at least you cannot break the tone that says you are locked. Earlier in this game, I actually got locked and flew all the way out to our aircraft carrier. You guys know how far out that is, and then I actually sat behind the aircraft carrier hovering for a good 10 seconds before a lock would break. And I actually think this is a bug where I am hearing the tone and it says lock on my screen. However, I don't think I'm actually locked, but it doesn't matter because it has the same effect on me. I'm not gonna, run back out and get hit by a javelin. So, it's just a major bug that really kind of alters how you have to fly, and really, it's just basically something that is, like I said, frustrating, and kind of takes you out of the game way more than you should have to be. So, I think you guys would agree with me that that also needs to be fixed sooner rather than later. And the third thing that I actually want to talk about might not be considered an AA, but it does directly alter how a chopper pilot has to fly. Even alters, well, it probably doesn't alter a jet, but it can take out jets as well. And I am talking about canister shells. And the main problem I have with canister shells is not only does it, completely alter how I have to fly around tanks, it is also amazing against infantry. I don't think you should be getting the best of both worlds with a secondary on your tank. Pretty much nobody uses the coaxial machine guns as far as I know. I know none of my friends do. I don't ever use it on my tank setup. I run canister all the time. It is just that good. I'm not sure if you can one-hit disable a helicopter with it. I know I have taken out jets, taken out helicopters. I don't know what their health was at when I did it, but I know I have done it. I've actually, I posted a video of me taking out a transport, and to be completely honest, I don't think they should have been put in the game to begin with. It's just way too easy to actually connect and hit helicopters with. So, again, this is not something that is, game breaking to me like the SOFLAM is, or the invincibility of the SOFLAM. I can live with canister shells. I've kind of got to realize they're there. I can counter them. It does kind of make me have to fly, make me alter my style a little bit around tanks. I don't worry about getting hit by the main gun of a tank, even though it does happen. It actually happens more often than you think. But I do worry about canister shells a lot. I'm very, very conscious of that when I'm flying around the tank. So, I don't know. I think a lot of people would also agree with me on this point. I have a lot of my friends do say that canister is very ridiculous right now. Anyways, the fourth thing I would like to talk about, this is the last thing I want to talk about, is stationary AAs, and most notably on no-char canals. To me, a stationary AA should serve one purpose, and that purpose should be to prevent base rape. However, on no-char canals, the stationary AA is almost an offensive tool. You can, somebody's always sitting in this thing, first of all, which to me, I don't know how you can sit in this. It is so boring. It can help your team from time to time, but it is so boring. But that's not the point. The point is, on no-char canals, this thing basically cuts off a big portion of the map to the Russian chopper. If you're flying the Havoc, you basically cannot sit around A or B at all, or the stationary AA is going to chew you up. Whereas if you're flying the Viper, you don't have to worry about this whatsoever. Now, I know why it's there. It's there because the U.S. side starts on the carrier, so they don't want to, have you base raped while you're trying to take the vehicles in to land. But at the same time, it's silly, is what it is. Then you add in the fact that the U.S. side gets a Venom transport chopper, which is another effect of having to fly off that carrier. But in the process of this, the transport chopper can actually chew up an attack chopper. I mean, it's just one more thing that the Russian side has to kind of deal with that the American side doesn't have to on here. And, I think this is kind of a big flaw on this map. But, again, this is not something that I'm nearly as concerned about as the SOFLAM bug. But that's pretty much all I have. Let me know if you guys agree or disagree with me. Let me know if there's something I'm missing, because I do tend to miss stuff. I don't really take notes or anything for any of my commentaries, so feel free to get on me if I miss something. I will try to post some more chopper gameplay. This game is actually a couple days old, and last night I did have a completely different type of game on this map. I actually have my buddy Wootloops gunning for me, and the score is completely different. You'll see the type of numbers he puts up, and I'll try to get that game posted so you can kind of compare and contrast how big of a difference it is when I actually have a gunner that I'm on voice chat with, and we aren't getting painted nearly as much, I can say. So I will get that posted later this week, and as promised, I do have some more bolt actions. I actually have a really fun game of Rush where I used a bolt action last night. I'll try and get that posted this week. I do have a few days off of work, a few extra days this week, so I will have some time. Plan on getting a video uploaded every day for you guys. But that's pretty much all I have, and as always, guys, thanks for watching, and I'll talk to you guys later. Woo! That whole help?